Me van a permitir que comience con una referencia a los últimos acontecimientos que estamos viendo.
Allow me to begin by referencing the recent events unfolding in the Middle East, because I believe that, beyond the immediate situation, it is clear we are at a crossroads and must therefore choose which path to take. One where the priority seems to be attacking, defending ourselves with drones, bombs, bots, and tariffs, or another that fosters shared prosperity and allows us to address the challenges that humanity as a whole commonly faces, instead of killing each other. It seems quite clear that the choice is stark: war or peace, progress or regression, future or past. I believe Spain understands this. We have been warning of the consequences of the dangerous precedent of systematically resorting to force beyond and outside the bounds of international law, denouncing the human rights abuses in places like Gaza and the West Bank, the violations of international law in Venezuela. Ultimately, we are hurtling dangerously toward an increasingly unstable, insecure, and belligerent world, and therefore a world that is more unjust for ordinary people. Yesterday, I believe those fears were unfortunately confirmed once again. Two countries, the United States and Israel, attacked Iran unilaterally, without consulting the international community. It is true that they decapitated a terrible regime that represses its society, particularly women and girls. A militaristic regime that has attacked is now, without any justification, attacking most of its Arab neighbors. All these actions violate international law and are causing hundreds of innocent victims, plunging a region very close to Europe, including, of course, Spain as a Mediterranean country, Catalonia, and Barcelona, which has always looked to the Mediterranean and committed to a positive agenda there, into turmoil. As I said, it is causing innocent victims and plunging an entire region into a climate of terror that generates uncertainty and will bring much more global instability. Therefore, it's not that the end doesn't justify the means, but rather that the end itself and those means risk leading us to an even greater disaster. Some reason about this spiral of violence based on false dilemmas. You're either on one side or the other, and that's why today, more than ever, it's essential to remember that one can be against a hateful regime, as the whole of Spanish society is, as is the Iranian regime, and at the same time be against an unjustified, dangerous military intervention that violates international law. We must oppose a war initiated without authorization from the United States Congress or the United Nations Security Council, and, as I said before, one that violates international law. There is always room for a negotiated solution, instead of being swept along by the devastation of weapons as the only possible way out. That is why I would like to reiterate, as we have done from the beginning, my call for immediate de-escalation, full respect for international law in all the conflicts we are, unfortunately, experiencing, and the urgent need to resume dialogue as soon as possible. That's where Spain will be, and that's where I believe the entire European Union should be.
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to Mirror Now.